Hey guys, and welcome back to another Ancient Cities video. As we can see, we have a new backdrop. I like how they have implemented that within each new major update. I'm not sure where it's at. I have my guesses, but I won't say them because I'm probably wrong anyway. And as you know, with each new major update, they wipe the saves. They will continue doing that for a while, but they plan to stop doing that. I don't know when, but for now, they're going to keep wiping the saves. So, once again, we start anew. Alright, so we're having run in the background. So, hunting is not fully implemented. Yes, the prior video to this, it has meat and leather available, which I thought, alright, we can hunt boars, but that's not the case. It's a long process, slow process, I know. What they meant, or what they released in this patch was that, I like how we just left the leather there, is that the way you gather those resources is if you find a dead boar. Or if your tribe finds a dead boar. And I can't even find a live boar, but they'll come walking through sooner or later. But the boars in this game, they live for 8 years. If you want to know, just a little tidbit fun fact. So 8 years the boars will live and then obviously keel over. That's their at least max age as of right now. I don't know if it's subject to change. Speaking of which, there's a boar. So he's got 4 years to go on this big boy. He's a leader of his pack, I guess, and he's a small boar. I like how they have attributes for these boars. I think it's very cool. It's the little things that they added in this game. What they're also trying to do, which I think is really cool, and for me it's very immersive, is they're trying to be historic as possible, which I really love. So you already have a bow in the game, which is the primitive hazel bow. Right here, that is for fishing. They're working on a bow for boar hunting, and I'm guessing we're gonna be able to craft arrowheads, arrows, so we're gonna need more materials on that. I can't say, I'm just giving a wild guess out there, but bows usually require bow and arrows. But they're working on it for us to hunt the boar. For us to then, so we don't have to just hunt a dead corpse, I guess you could say. Go and be lucky if you come across a dead boar. With the exception of that, they've added a few things, a few tweaks. The small fireplace now lasts a whole day. So if you don't have the upkeep constantly going on the small fireplace, it'll slowly die out, or what they said, be destroyed. I'm not entirely sure why they meant destroyed. I don't know if you can rebuild it. Well, you can rebuild it, but I don't know if you can repair the destroyed fireplace. But if you don't have any upkeep on this small fireplace, it will be considered destroyed after 2 days. So you need to make sure that's a high priority if you build that. The fireplace, at least, they didn't specify. I don't know if they're one and the same. If it lasts maybe a day, maybe 2 days, and then after a while it gets destroyed if you don't keep the upkeep as well. Was not specified, was not said, but small fireplace at least, make sure you have the upkeep going. The tanner, pelt tanner, that's for making the leather into fine leather, as we see here. Or I guess not fine leather, just leather. Raw hide, making the raw hide into leather. We have the dry meat, we have the raw meat, we have raw hide, and we have leather. Those are the 4 new things that are added to the storage areas. I don't know if you need a storage area for everything. That seems obnoxious. It feels like it sometimes. I hope not, but 4 new materials for your storages. So the pelt tanner is the new building. So as I showed you, hide into leather. That's what you need for that. So with these gates, you can now have enclosures. You don't have to have an opening as you used to prior to this patch. I knew they were working on this, but I didn't want to say anything. I didn't know if it was going to come in this patch or in the future, but I'm glad they finally added it in this one. So we got the gates for the palisade and just a regular fence to keep out the boars from stealing your food, and well, long way down the road, but potential raiders as well. And also, it looks cool to have a palisade gate instead of just having a man-made opening. Well, just an opening, I guess. So the gate would make complete it, you could say. So those are the few things added into this patch. Patience. They're trying to be as historically possible, which I think is really cool. They're working on it. It's only a 3-man group team, and they have a lot going for them, and they're doing pretty well, as we can see. I'm glad they're not rushing it, because if you rush it, things can go bad. Yeah, that's the new things that I wanted to talk to you about. I hope to see you in the next video, and until then, take care and stay safe.